ocean, 'cause they are so awesome.
You can dream all you want. Unicorns will probably never exist. There may be a unicow here or there, but one can only dream of the existence of unicorns. But look no further than the sea. There lies a creature that isn't as magical as the unicorn. It's even better. It actually exists. Narwhals are known for being the unicorns of the sea. Narwhals are peaceful creatures that swim in groups. When in fjords, they usually stay in groups of 5, 10, or maybe 20. In the summer, these groups can come together and form large communities of 500 or over 1,000 narwhals. Groups usually consist of females and young, or juveniles, or bulls, which are adult males. However, they can come together and form mixed groups throughout the year. Their diet usually consists of halibut, cod, shrimp, cuttlefish, or squid. During the 16th century, Queen Elizabeth was willing to pay 10,000 euros for a bedazzled narwhal tusk. At the time, 10,000 euros was enough to purchase an entire castle. In contrast, Kaiser Karl of Austria paid off the national debt with 2 narwhal tusks. Unfortunately, narwhals are under the endangered species list today. There is an estimate of about 25 to 50,000 left in the wild. The only people who are allowed to hunt them legally are the Inuit people of eastern Canada. Similar to dolphins, their mouths are set as a permanent smile. The most distinguishable feature of a narwhal is its tusk. A behavior that is performed between narwhals is tusking, or tusk crossing. Here is a short clip of NatGeo's video about narwhals.
But it's the males who predominantly sport the tusks. If the tusks had a survival advantage, the females would also be long in the tooth. Some scientists believe this means the tusk serves the same function as a deer's antlers or a teenager's hot rod, a way to show who's the fittest male around. Males occasionally cross swords. That's tickling the ivories. But whether it's a joust or a jaw session is anybody's guess.
Tusking is a behavior that is used to test the virility of the individual narwhal male and attract the females. The size and strength of the tusk is a determinant in the virility of the individual male. Narwhal tusks are only found in males, and they are actually their left tooth. This is clear evidence of extreme sexual dimorphism. Narwhals only have 2 teeth, none of which are for chewing. The left tooth in males are tusks that are spiral. The spiral of their tusks is always counterclockwise. We don't know why, but there has yet to be an observed narwhal with a clockwise spiraling tusk. The right canine tooth usually stays within the gums, just like their female counterparts. Females also only have 2 teeth, but they stay in their gums and are usually shorter than 33 centimeters. Male narwhals do not erupt their left canine tooth until they hit puberty. What else would you want at puberty than a giant protruding tooth sticking out of your forehead? Puberty for female narwhals is reached at an age between 4 and 7, whereas puberty for male narwhals is reached at an age between 8 and 13. Tusks of male narwhals can reach around 2.6 meters or 8.5 feet long. The Inuit have claimed that the males who have the biggest tusks are most likely the ones to leave the pods. The Inuit people have also claimed that their tusking seems to be more playful than aggressive. However, during mating season, narwhals can fight each other by tusking in order to impress the females. Their tusking behavior is interpreted as a mating sequence, and when it isn't mating season, juvenile narwhals train for the mating season by the playful, non-aggressive tusking that the Inuit people observe. Some observations made by researchers Helen B. Silverman and M.J. Dunbar of McGill University in Montreal show evidence of aggressive tusking. In comparison, adult females and juvenile narwhals have a lot less scarring on their heads and faces than adult males. Adult males are also more likely to have a broken tusk than juveniles. Silverman and Dunbar even observed one male with a broken piece of tusk within its lip. Despite what is commonly believed, narwhal tusks are pretty flexible, bending up to 1 foot in any direction. A recent discovery about narwhals is the abundance of nerve endings within the tusk. The tusk of a narwhal has so many nerve endings that they can easily detect changes in temperature, pressure, and chemical gradients in the water. Tusks have 3 unique layers to them: cementum, dentin, and the peripheral layer. The cementum layer of the tusk is usually harder in tusks of other species, but the narwhal cementum is more flexible and has less mineral content. The dentin layer contains millions of tubules, protein, and mineral. The peripheral layer is a dense, high mineral layer where the cells that surround the pulp of the tusk meet with the bottom of the tubules. There is also an odontoblastic cell layer that surrounds the nerve of the tusk and provides nutrients to other parts of the tusk. These cells are also the communication center of the tusks and fluid monitor. There are around 10 million tubes that connect the pulp to the surface of the tusk, called tubules. Since their tusk is usually surrounded by the sea water, their tubules on the surface can detect changes easily. The tubules are constantly sensing changes in the water because the surface tubules relay the detected changes in the water, such as temperature, pressure, and chemical gradients, to the cells at the bottom of the tubules. The cells at the bottom of the tubules then send this information to the brain through the nerves at the center of the tusk. Their tusk is basically a human hand that can do cooler things, like detect changes in chemical gradients. According to the phylogenetic tree of the narwhal, 10 million years ago, narwhals, bottlenose dolphins, short-finned pilot whales, and Dall's porpoise break off from river dolphins. But narwhals break off further from porpoises, and then narwhals and the beluga separate further. Narwhals are super cool, and I hope that you learned a thing or two about narwhals today. Thanks for watching.